Hello, and welcome to Dolphin's Dive, the weekly strategically minded Handelabra stream hosted by Dolphin. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can follow me personally at LewDolphin21, and on Twitch and YouTube, it's LewDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices, and you can find more information on those games at Handelabra.com. Hello, Migrant P, hello, Seamus, hello, DF, and Seamus the Hug Monster is now 1 year old. Woo! Happy 1 year sub anniversary, Seamus. Yeah. So, something that I need to eventually sort out. I'll probably try to do it in the next month because, hey, Zidfell. In the next month because my teaching is going to, or at least the spring semester ends. This is the last week of classes, final exams. My final exam is on Monday. I'll have those graded and done by the end of the week. And then there'll be several weeks before summer classes start. So I'll have some time off. I need to sort out an intro and outro to Dolphin's Dive. Not just me doing a spiel like this, but an actual like video intro with some music or something like Handelabra Live has. And the reason I can actually set that up is because I have this nifty tool called Stream Deck that has a bunch of buttons on it. And right now all the buttons are rather boring, but I currently have a button for start stream, a video for recording the stream, and a bunch of little buttons for different scenes. For instance, if I want to just have you look at my webcam, I can hit the button and be like, hello, this is me talking exclusively to you guys through a webcam. If I want to go back to the game, I hit this button and it's right there. And I could also hit the buttons to go to this source or to this source or back to the game, back to me. Look, this is the game. This is me. Look at the game. Now look back at me. So the nifty thing about that though is that I can actually set these buttons up so that they do multiple things at once. So if I hit the intro button, it starts streaming, starts recording, starts playing a video, mutes my mic, mutes desktop audio, you know, all sorts of things. So I can automate a lot of the stuff that would previously have been like I've had a lot of issues with trying to like set things up for like, you know, playing a video on stream and have like everyone on Discord muted, have myself muted, switch to the source, play the video, get back to normal, turn the video back on, turn the audio back on. But with this, it's all on one button, so it's a lot easier. I know John months ago was talking about how he sets this up through OBS by setting up a keyboard shortcut that maps to 15 different functions for that, but that just seemed like it was a workaround for something that has a better solution. The solution is Stream Deck. By the way, this stream is sponsored by Stream Deck. I'm kidding, of course. We installed the buttons so you could turn the scenes on and off, not so you can throw button raves. Listen here, mister. Listen here. Listen. 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 Are you listening? See, it's so much easier to just be able to do this. I like it a lot. I don't have anything super fancy set up yet, but being able to have an actual intro or just being able to cut away to a different scene that's just, you know, or like one of the awkward things about finishing Dolphin's Dive is then I go, all right, so let's put on some Baron Blade music to wrap this stream up. And then I'm like, all right, thanks for watching, everyone. Come on, Baron Blade. Thanks for watching, everyone. You know, I don't know. It's a lot easier to actually have a true, legit intro thing. An outro thing. Okay. Now you can all just see my drink stash. Yep, that's my drink stash, although I'm currently still working on this soft beverage. Okay. So where are we on the one-shots? Did I do them last week? I did them last week. Nightmare Court, Ultimate Dreamer. Benchmark approached the robotic adjudicator, mustering all his courage. How did you get appointed to the bench? The Tribunal AI took a moment to process, then responded. The Celestial Administrator's term was finalized. Remote operations were in progress. This unit's identifier was sequence number 1000, not 54, really, in priority order. All units were queried in priority order. All other units were performing remote operations. None could respond to query. End of line. The Harpy scratched her head. You mean you were appointed a judge because... The adjudicator concluded, I was home. This one-shot requires mini-packs 4 and 5, Shattered Timelines, Wrath of the Cosmos, and Oblivion. Yeah, so Ultimate Dreamer in the Celestial Tribunal with Writhe and Harpy and Benchmark and Fanatic and Skyscraper, and that Fanatic is Extreme Primordins, I'm guessing. I don't know about the others. I want to say they're all base. You don't think anyone gets your old sitcom joke? Do I look like I understand old sitcoms? I don't even understand sitcoms I watched. All I can reference are Rugrats. You would like to see someone beat this one. Oh boy. Five heroes versus dreamers already very difficult, and we're going to do this on Ultimate. That sounds great. New inventions to fight evildoers. Don't look so aghast. They're only somewhat horrifying. Rugrats one shot coming up. It's Cosmic Inventor Writhe, by the way, so it's the one that prevents damage to a particular hero. This is base Harpy. That looks like base Benchmark. And it is Extreme Primordins Fanatic, and that is base Skyscraper. Excellent. So what does Ultimate Dreamer do? Front side, reduce damage dealt to projections by 1, but not the Dreamer. Important to note that. And on the flip side, increase damage dealt by villain targets by 1. In the challenge rules, increase damage dealt to the Dreamer by 5, so avoid AoE at all costs. So, what's happening here? We're getting 5 projections put into play. At the start of the villain turn, if no projections are in play, 5 ongoings are destroyed and the Dreamer flips. When damage will be dealt by the environment to the Dreamer, redirected to the hero with the lowest. I believe that is the same on both sides. If the Dreamer is reduced to 0 or fewer HP, removed from the game, or otherwise destroyed, the heroes lose the game, and that is the same on both sides. And yeah, so on the front side, she will play cards, and we will want to destroy projections to the point that there are none in play. Then she'll destroy 5 ongoings, flips to this side. Whenever projection card is destroyed, it is placed under this card. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 10 cards under this card, the heroes win the game. At the end of the villain turn, the Dreamer deals each non-villain target 3 psychic damage, then the top 3 cards of the villain deck are played. So, bunch of AoE, bunch of extra card plays, and we have to get 10 cards under her. Hello, Zero Takunaka. Cool. Let's see. So, Cosmic Inventor Writhe has 2 distorted perceptions, a swallowed by shadow and an umbral siphon. The Harpy has an applied numerology. I've loved this card a lot. Arcane explosion, magical bequest, uncontrollable flock. Benchmark has flyby, intel analyzer, shunt energy. Extreme Primordins Fanatic has absolution, emboldened, sacrosanct martyr, and undaunted. And Skyscraper has colossal left hook, cortex hyperstimulator, rest and recover, and undetectable relinking. Okay, so this seems like it's difficult. I guess John was upset that I had too easy of a time last week and has decided to take his revenge on me. Oh boy, Dark Hero. Oh boy, Dark Hero. And yeah. So there's no decision here. Except it's a lot of AoE. So we are saying they all have a -3 right now. They all are being dealt, or they all have damage taken -3, -1, -1, -1. Wow. Do we even have irreducible damage somewhere? Not even sure. Obviously Harpy's kind of sad right now. I know we are capable of irreducible damage. We have a compulsion canister. That's irreducible damage. But we don't have it in play yet, so this is definitely seeming to be a tricky start. So this is the Granite Oni who's hitting the lowest, the Whippercorn hits the highest. So these decisions are exclusive. Who is least likely Actually, it doesn't. This is the one. This is the one who's going to hit Skyscraper, so Skyscraper is not dealing damage. That's a fact. And this one is just throw out a Writhe. Writhe can be pretty tanky. Okay. Oh, I see what's going on here. Also, this treacherous ape that is just going to keep hitting us. Destroy a target with 4 fewer. Takes out the treacherous ape. Don't think we need to worry about HP recovery. There's HP recovery in the Dreamer's deck. It's going to be tricky to deal with the Dark Heroes. Like, this deals 0 damage right now. we're trying to figure out where irreducible damage is gonna come from. Or, and hear me out, we use Sacrosanct Martyr. We could try to set it up that we don't hit Fanatic with it, but that would be 1 turn away. That even deals 0. Oh, actually, we can't even deal damage here, period, but you know. The interesting thing about this is that this damage counters the Dark Hero effect, but it doesn't counter the Dreamer effect, so it's actually not going to go through still. Probably want to stay normal. I can't do damage huge. I don't want to do damage huge because that would hit the Dreamer. I mean, Skyscraper can't deal damage right now, but in general, we don't want to be huge with her. Being tiny to play lots of links can be helpful, but we don't have many links other than this one. This one doesn't even work on the Dreamer because Dreamer would hit herself for too much. So, I'm just trying to think if I want to use the Swallowed by Shadow on the ape, or if I hold out to use it on a Dark Hero instead. Problem is the ape's gonna be doing 4 damage to everyone before I get around to using Swallowed by Shadow again. And we kind of need to, you know, maintain some amount of hit points here because it kind of turns out that this match is gonna hurt. This cannot select the Dreamer. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Celestial Tribunal is one of my favorite tracks, by the way. It's one of the things that you miss when you play only Oblivion matches, is you miss all of the environment soundtracks. So currently, Granite Oni is only ever going to be hitting Writhe. This was gonna hit everything but Writhe. This hits Writhe, and then this hits whoever's highest, which is less likely. It could if her RPG version was a hero. I think we just prevent Writhe's damage. The only one we can really... I guess... I mean, this deals more... No, this deals the same as the... We'll just target Writhe with that. What do we draw from that? Got Unquiet Night. There's no ongoings in the Dreamer's deck. Got Penultimate Penumbra. 3 damage is not enough damage still. Deal one target, one infernal damage. I probably could have... Oh, but I don't have the Shadow Cloak, so I can't do that effect. But this would still... If this target's a projection, it would still basically be dealing 1 damage to multiple targets. Yeah, so Arcane Explosion is not going to be played this game. Because it hits the Dreamer. It hits the Dreamer twice, actually. So that's very bad. We're not doing that. I don't think there's really... I don't think there's really any good you can do here. Applied Numerology can increase your damage. But against the -3, that does nothing. We're likely to need self-damage, or be using self-damage. I mean, we could have Sacrosanct Martyr be reduced, but that's not beneficial. Still not 100% sure of like how we even get past the start here. I think we just play Magical Bequest, discard Arcane Explosion. Like, because the like, I could play Applied Numerology, but that doesn't seem to do much right now. Magical Bequest, or if I skip, I draw 2, but Magical Bequest basically lets me draw 2. Might as well get something out there. 1 damage does not help on this side. Can be good on the flip side, though. Draw 1 card or play 1 ongoing card. There's really a good reason to do these. That ping damage isn't going to be good. Plus the X is going to increase and might start hurting us. Increase by 1 or reduce by 1, one of the numerals. You may draw 2 card or play 2 ongoing card. If I play Applied Numerology, though, then I have less plays for a future turn. Well, I'll just draw. Draw. King damage, not good. Extra card plays. Good with Applied Numerology. Okay. Now I can deal myself 1 to deal 1 target 1. And then that just basically gets destroyed. Because there will be no hardware in play. Draw 2, discard 2. Because, like, this effect is just draw a card and then not deal damage. So skip would be better in terms of that innate. The software, when they get destroyed, I can draw a card off of it. So it might be better to do Intel Analyzer to draw a bunch. Draw a bunch. When that gets destroyed, I draw a card. Load on initialization, upgraded memory units. I want to keep the hardware. Might need to keep shunt energy so that we can damage projections. I want to keep the flybys later. I think I'm going to ditch a load and a flyby here. Not playing shunt energy. Now we're here. Embolden can be really good. Still haven't figured out how to deal with dark heroes yet. That's not good. Where's End of Days? End of Days would solve everything. It's End of Days all the projections, and then we can get to the flip side immediately. Do I skip to try to get End of Days, or do I do Sacrosanct Martyr to ping at a dark hero at great Fanatic expense? I think the only solution is End of Days. I just don't foresee being able to chip away at the dark heroes at this rate. Like, without irreducible damage, we need to be able to deal 4 damage in a single blow in order to do any damage to a projection. And our only source of 4 damage right now is Shunt Energy. Could try to use Distorted Perception to deal damage if the Shadow Cloak is in play, which it is currently not. Harpy does a lot of ping damage. Her main source of non-ping damage is Arcane Explosion, which is unplayable in this game. Skyscraper can have a big source of damage, but I think the big one, the one that would do 4 at once, is Tectonic Chokeslam, which also deals damage to each target, which would hit the Dreamer and end the game. Compulsion Canister deals irreducible damage, but we haven't found it. I mean, obviously, these are just the first 4 cards we found. I just think that the play is the skip here. And find End of Days. Deal each non-hero target damage. Oh good, another unplayable card. Wonderful. Using this power is better than skip. So am I playing another card here? I can't play huge or tiny. Rest and recover. Draw is an extra card. Or Cortex Hyperstimulator to save a hit point somewhere? Also, you're hitting benchmark next, apparently. Oh, this is hard. Also, Granite Honey is a -1 itself. Oh my god. This is terrible. John, what were you thinking when you set this game up? You're literally the worst. I didn't think it saves that much damage. Put it on Whippicorn. Got Linking Incursion, Tectonic Chokeslam, unplayable. This is going next to a villain target, next to a trial. So most of the trial effects, why does this still say 15? 6, 7. For some reason, Found Wanting is still considered to be in the deck. Is it because it... Oh, it still says play. Maybe it's because it's technically not in play yet, because it needs to be played next to something. The things that care about trials are what? Celestial Executioner deals damage to each target next to a trial, so that means don't put it next to the Dreamer. Each target next to a trial regains 5 hit points. And That's it. It seems like it's actually a bit of a lackluster effect, honestly. And the more annoying thing is the fact that when this card is destroyed, it plays an environment card. Which certainly helps get to the effects that care about trials faster, but this can go next to a dark hero. It is definitely wanted. Toymaster that deals damage based on equipments in play. Oh, good. So I shouldn't have played all my equipments. I think we played one equipment. Yep, 0 damage dealt. That's not going to deal any damage right now. It would, however, get rid of the equipment so Toymaster doesn't deal as much. But really, the main damage increase right now is not Toymaster, but Dark Hero. Unless I play Umbral Siphon for no reason. But this is not going to do anything. This won't deal enough damage. This will make Toymaster stronger. That just destroys the trial that would then play another environment card. I think we just skip, or not skip, but do this. Alright, Fight and Fade gets me a Shadow Cloak. And I think we still protect Writhe until we get the Shadow Cloak. Okay. The first time Writhe is dealt damage by a non-hero target each turn, the source of that damage deals itself 2 psychic damage. That is not a good one. That's going to hurt the Dreamer. All right, great. So what here? Applied Numerology. Swift Summoning. You don't want to Swift Summon uncontrollably. Like for instance, if we Swift Summon on Fanatic to hope to find End of Days, we might accidentally play Holy Nova and end the game. You carefully set up the decks so I would have cards to discard. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's a very good point. Unnerving Target is a really good card against the Dreamer because it's a card that you can discard. That's the main effect there, is it's the card you can discard. So like I mean, if there is a safe target to play Swift Summoning on, I think that Benchmark's actually okay with that. Double check, he's a lot of cards. But, you know, softwares are generally just powers. Would be dealt damage by a target with 2 or fewer, destroy it. That doesn't hurt the Dreamer unless Dreamer's at 2 or fewer, which is kind of impossible in this game. That's not indiscriminate damage. Not indiscriminate damage. Yeah, he generally does not have indiscriminate damage, which is the main concern here. Normally AoE is fine, against the Dreamer AoE is bad, and against Challenge Dreamer AoE is terrible. So Swift Summon on Benchmark, I guess? Please hardware. So I get to keep my thing. I can move software from my trash to my hand. So the hardware I got, at the end of my turn I may play a hardware, so I don't have to play upgraded memory unit. On my play, I could play it at the end. Ping damage is not good right now. It can be good on the flip side. We'll want it someday. I don't think we need it right away. Put on initialization draws cards faster. That draws a bunch, but only plays up to 2 cards. I don't think we really even need those cards. I mean, it might be fine to just play this to draw a bunch, to get more hardware that can be played off of Microfabricator. Upgraded memory unit will be very good, but not when we don't have HP recovery just yet. But if Benchmark has reinforced chassis plus subcutaneous cybernetics plus upgraded memory unit, theoretically, he could sustain himself pretty well. Theoretically. We overhaul for the card draw. Software, software, software. Need to reorder these. And then I can draw 2, discard 2, and play a software. Ooh, overhaul loadout number 2. And there's subcutaneous cybernetics. Softwares are easier to get back. I brought that one back intentionally. The next target dealt to that damage. The next target next to the... Okay, no. Tactical Communicator is what we need right now. Threat Neutralizer is not likely to be used. We gotta discard 1 more. Countermeasures is not too likely to proc. We're gonna play software. It's gonna be Tactical Communicator. And we'll play a hardware. And I will not have 5 or fewer. Do not need to play a software because I'm outnumbered. There's no other HP recovery, so I think it's subcutaneous cybernetics. Then I may discard a card. I don't need to because I don't have the other effect in play. And we're back here again. Oddly, I don't think I want End of Days now. End of Days would have worked, but now I'm getting a setup to benchmark that can theoretically work. By Emboldened benchmark. Emboldened. I don't even know what the right emboldened. It's just emboldened. I'm putting an extra syllable in there for no reason. An emboldened benchmark with subcutaneous cybernetics and upgraded memory unit takes no damage. Discards a card to make that happen, but takes no damage. And has an extra power. So like We can use Tactical Communicator together with New Standard to deal 3 damage, or I just use Shunt Energy to deal 6 damage. That takes out a Dark Hero. It is a bit slow because we're still not, like, they're piling up projections or we're still not dealing with. But I think setting up benchmark is the way to go. We do not want to redirect damage here. We don't use that power. We have the Aegis. So, do we Linky Incursion? I think we do. If we find a Compulsion Canister, it takes out a Dark Hero. We found a Compulsion Canister. These don't have to go into play. A Compulsion Canister, that target deals itself and one other non-hero target. Here's where it gets a bit interesting. If I just play it directly on a Dark Hero... Wait, is that 2 damage? It's 2 damage. They only have a damage increase of 1 twice, so it's actually... Okay, no, it doesn't take out a projection. Never mind. I was conflating the damage reduced by 3 with damage increased by 3. So it's not going to take out a Dark Hero. It can, however, deal 4 damage to both Dark Heroes. Which means that I could have destroyed them with Threat Neutralizer! Ah! However, we will be able to bring it back into play. Or bring it back to him. Very easily. But you just deserve to die. Just deserve to die. Is there a reason to do Neutralizing Resonator or discard the top card of the villain's deck? Which means we bypass whatever terrible card John set up on this particular card slot. I don't think it's generally going to be that helpful though. Being able to destroy an ongoing. In general, it's useful, but there's no ongoings in this deck. Is there ever going to be a reason to want to destroy a hero ongoing? Think so? I think I'll just put that in hand. Obviously, I also don't want too many equipments in play because of Toymaster anyway, so I don't want to play that. Not want to play Lynx, but I will move a card back. Proportionist is not a good play. Oh, okay. So we can have the Dark Hero regain 5 hit points. Excellent. Okay, so Whippocorn, currently a 3-way tie. It's not going to change from these effects. So who do we think Benchmark wants to be able to deal damage? Skyscraper doesn't need to deal damage. So I think we hit Skyscraper here. Considered to have the 4th highest. Well, the interesting thing is if I hit Skyscraper with this, Writhe ignores all future damage. Because everything else just goes to Skyscraper. There's 2 Granite Onis. They're both doing 4 damage each. So if Skyscraper takes this, she'll be down to 10-6-2. She'll be at 2 hit points. Oh boy. If Writhe takes this, he's gonna take both the Granite Oni damage. I'll be down to 6. But you will have the Shadow Cloak. Here. And the Shadow Cloak gives you an innate damage reduction and an innate damage prevention. And you can move this to someone else. I think we'd give this to Writhe. Now, if you heal, you will be hit by Whippocorn. So we don't want you to heal. Oh, there's a 3-way tie here. Does that change things? Do we have any HP recovery anywhere? Right, Fanatic's not a target. We have 1 hit point. 1 hit point. And 1 hit point here. So not much. I'm kind of inclined to just sacrifice Harpy. What are Harpy's in caps? Play a card, use a power, environment target deals 1 damage. Excellent. Skyscraper's in caps can be interesting. This card is a 1 HP indestructible target, can be very interesting. Because that would essentially mean that the Granite Onis would hit Skyscraper to no effect. However, Skyscraper does have utility right now with Compulsion Canister. Harpy does not have much direct utility. You can help others out with Swift Summoning, and once the Dreamer is flipped and the Dark Heroes are gone, you know, then the ping damage really adds up. I'm gonna Harpy with this. Oh, this is actually annoying because now I'm losing the Embolden. If I hit Fanatic, damage can't be dealt, so Embolden is lost. If I had Benchmark, I lose a lot of the reason for having the Embolden. I guess maybe it's... Benchmark would actually be slightly okay. I could still use this effect and Fanatic could utilize it, I guess. Use Absolution, 3 damage plus 2 is 5. I guess the Dark Heroes don't need that much damage. Happening. Wait. We're gonna have the Shadow Cloak, so I can use Penultimate Penumbra for damage. Interesting. I think I hit Benchmark here. He doesn't need to deal damage this turn. We can get rid of the Dark Heroes now. Shadow Cloak. This damage doesn't do anything. And this. Currently it's dealing 1 target damage. Let's take out this hyperstimulator because it's not doing anything. And then we have 2 hardwares that probably have to stay in play unless I want to lose my softwares. And then the Shadow Cloak that is important for dealing damage. But now I can deal 2 targets damage, which takes out the Dark Heroes. It is just barely enough to take out the first one. And the second one falls. And Celestial Executioner. Excellent. A really nice thing about the Shadow Projector is that you draw cards that funds the Shadow Cloak. So you prevent your own damage with the 2 card draws, and you prevent the first damage dealt to a hero for free. You can also combo that yourself, prevent the first damage with Shadow Projector, and then prevent the second damage with Shadow Cloak. Writhe could keep himself alive very easily. Also tempting to put this on benchmark. Well, we do have 2 of the 3 components to keep benchmark alive. Keeping Skyscraper alive might also be a good idea. Both of these guys are producing means of allowing for irreducible damage. And Harpy just exists. We could try to keep Harpy alive, but the Granite Onis are now only dealing 2 damage. That is 9. But it's our next priority here. Toymaster probably needs to go so that we can play equipments a little bit more freely. Grotesque Arachnoid is dealing the most damage right now. Granite Onis making Harpy be hit for a lot, and Whippocorn is preventing damage from being dealt. I don't know. We're gonna use Tactical Communicator. The only thing we can take out with it is Toymaster with Absolution. And then there's a bunch of highest HP target damage that is kind of uncontrollable. I think we'll just prevent Harpy's self-damage then. That card's not being used. Oh good, I found another card I could discard for Shadow Cloak. Okay. Applied numerology, and then I can filter the cards I want to play a little more effectively. Yeah. The top card of 2 hero deck. I think it's benchmark for sure. Discard other revealed cards. Who is a hero that we would want to see more out of, I guess? Fanatic's play is Absolution, Fanatic's power is Absolution. Writhe has a lot of effects that could be used. Skyscraper has a lot of cards we don't want to see. Fanatic might find End of Days. I would say the one that would be generally useful is Writhe. Auto-targeting protocol and cloak projector. Damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of your turn is going to be very useful. toughness can be useful as well, but putting that software into play means that Intel Analyzer blows up. And we put Cloak Projector in play. We can reduce Dreamer's damage by 1, which will be especially useful on the flip side when she's dealing 4 damage to all non-villain targets. Okay. Do I overhaul again for the card draw? I can't deal damage. We want to try to get more hardware out. So let's draw 3. Software, software, software. I think I'm not moving anything back. We can play the upgraded memory unit off of this in time for subcutaneous cybernetics. Don't need to return these to hand. Draw 2, play 2. Or, sorry, draw 2, discard 2, and then maybe play a software. One other player may draw a card and use a power. We've had 1 shadow projector, yes, but what about second shadow projector? Lose a load on initialization. I'm gonna lose an intervening path calculator. I'll do 1 LM matrix. This allows for him to hit himself on his turn, would then trigger subcutaneous cybernetics that would allow for HP recovery, so he can actually heal a lot off of shunt energy. By a lot, I mean 2. He can heal 1 hit point total, 1 hit point profit on his turn. I'll do shunt energy. Can't use it this turn. We can make the next damage to Toymaster irreducible and increased by 2. So currently with the -1, it's actually not too hard to hit projections, but this at least guarantees that Fanatic takes out Toymaster by herself. I will play my hardware. I will not discard. I will want damage to be dealt. I want it reduced. Because, oh look, I can discard a card to heal 2! I profited a hit point off of Embolden! I do not draw cards when we play a software, but I have too many softwares. Unless I want Intel Analyzer to blow up, but I kind of like how fast I'm going through the deck. Kind of like that. All right, absolution, absolution. So the problem with Proportionist is when I switch to a larger size, I deal each non-hero target 1 melee damage, which is bad. I could play it so that it can be destroyed by Dreamer when she flips, but we're still a bit of a ways away from that. I could do Linking Incursion to try to find more links. And actually with an Ultimate Penumbra, more links would actually be pretty good, because we could blow them up with this to hit more projections. There's something else I was thinking of. Get increased damage dealt by Writhe to that target by 1. I can use a power, but I don't have a power that would then deal damage. I have Umbral Siphon, but not really the best for that. No, that's not being used. Unused. I'm going to, yeah, Linking Incursion. Propulsion Canister and Neutralizing Resonator. So with the Dark Heroes gone, the Compulsion Canisters are only 2 damage, but 2 damage is 2 damage. I think we want them to be on the Granite Onis because they have an innate damage reduction, and dealing them, you have to deal 3 damage to them in order to do any damage. You'd have to initiate 3 damage, that is. So double Propulsion on Granite Oni. I think we play this so that it can be blown up. We discarded a Projected Paralysis. Player with the most cards in play cannot play cards. I wonder who that actually is. It didn't say in that hint. Is it? It's probably Benchmark, honestly. It's a bit difficult with the links in play, but I guess there's only 2 links in play. So yeah, it would have been Benchmark, and him not playing cards is kind of sad. We can play a Compulsion. So if I destroy both of the Neutralizing Resonators, this deals 4 damage to 3 targets. It'd be 2 to the Granite Onis. It would be 3 to the Arachnoid and Whippicorn. I think I play it. You have discarded a Violent Nightmares. Okay, that's really good to discard. We're not getting 3 projections. We don't want projections in play. We want them out of play. Until we get to the flip side, in which case we want projections in play so we can take them out. But here we just don't want them in play. I want to move links from in play because and I don't want it. I want to move 1 card, and that card is Compulsion Canister. We have another Linking Incursion. This card next to a hero character card, not next to a trial. This is your start of turn play, because Celestial Executioner said there were no trials in play. Right? Now, most targets were dealt damage this way, that's what happened. And you deal 3 damage, ew. It's probably fine for Writhe to take 1. Because Writhe could just prevent the damage. We do have Character Witness, actually. Actually, with Character Witness, we get hit points. Just need to have each player discard 1 card. Which I think we each have cards we're willing to lose. And that's 5 hit points? That's a lot of hit points. Who currently has damage prevention? Harpy. Yeah, I think we will take 5 hit points like this. Darkly Dreaming is a card that I can discard. This is a card that I can discard. Oh, here's big damage. I think it's Uncontrollable Flock, because it's too uncontrollable for me. I am going to ditch this one. Holy Nova can't be played. Tectonic Chokeslam can't be played. We found the hit points. All right, well, this hurts. This is prevented. That's not gonna be played. This one's prevented. The others aren't. We do get a discard here. No, probably won't load on initialization so I can get hit points. I don't know that I need other heroes to use powers at this point. It's mostly the benchmark game. We did not get a new projection in play, so that's good. Oh, Granite only took out the Celestial Executioner. Excellent. Writhe cannot deal damage. That's unfortunate. Well, Harpy can get hit points back. Alright, so there goes my plan of Penultimate Penumbra. I cannot deal damage. My power is going to be this. I cannot deal damage this turn. That's not going to be enough damage. I'm definitely using this power, so I guess I put out Portable Dark Lab. Put out Umbral Siphon for a future turn, I guess. That would deal damage. Combo as well with Lurking Shadows. Maybe I'll do Umbral Siphon. We'll just keep Harpy alive. I'll just go from Harpy's sacrifice to let's keep Harpy alive. When did that happen? I kind of missed the memo on that. Flip all arcane tokens except one. That'd be 2. Deal 2 + 1 is 3. This 2 is 1 that does not take out a Granite Oni. How about a Harpy Hex? Even though it doesn't do damage, it could heal benchmark. Kinda need to get more cards on him though. Not gonna do that one. Now, Writhe cannot deal damage, so a lot of the things that Writhe would be cool with, I don't want. How much is it? How much is still in your deck that we would care about? I don't know. Let's look at the Skyscraper for this. Hunt Energy and Tectonic Chokeslam. Well, we're not playing Tectonic Chokeslam. That's for sure. So it has to be Shunt Energy, which means we have too many softwares now. You do get a card draw off of it, which is a hardware. And that hardware puts a software for my trash into play, so it's actually pretty good. So. I don't know that I need 2 Shunt Energies. That's the thing. Obviously, if I destroy Intel Analyzer, then that's the only software that's destroyed. Probably want to leave more ongoings out, though, for Dreamer to eat. Let's destroy Intel Analyzer, then. This can be played off of upgraded memory units. I do still have Embolden. I want to use multi-point HUD. Oh, I guess I could just use double shot energy, actually. Take out both of the Granite Onis with that. 4 damage becomes 2 and it's just good enough. Alright, that seems correct then. I was thinking I want to do multi-point HUD to do extra damage, but I don't need to. You load on initialization. I have more software, or a card that draws, which is important. Because we're running out of sustain here. We're getting a self-damage off of Embolden with applied numerology. Only the first time we'd be dealt damage. The first shunt energy we can reduce by 1. The second one would be dealt, and we could make it, you know, we heal 2 off of that, but then Embolden would still maybe go off. And this sounds like it doesn't benefit from a different target hitting that target. The benchmark would actually take a lot of damage here. Put out load on initialization. Take out the Granite Onis. Yeah. Inferno Missile Pod got discarded. It's actually okay right now. I have too many software. I want to lose Tactical Communicator. I can actually get it back really easily. It'll be at the end of the turn. Like, both Dark Heroes were played, right? There's only 2 Dark Heroes, so we're not getting another -1. I mean, it can help just on this side in general. This will give me a lot of card draw. H's. Leprechaun's actually the least bad here, because the Grotesque Arachnoid is just doing more damage. Final Dive, good. We have a lot of ongoing. It's cool. We have undetectable relinking that can get my links back so I can play 2 compulsion canisters really easily. I think I'm gonna just keep spamming links. Benchmark, please? Is there any reason this doesn't go on benchmark? Like, this is the find hardware card. Not gonna do enough damage reduction on either of the. I don't know what the. Now, Final Dive's interesting. Final Dive takes out the arachnoid. Want hit points again? They're almost full. That's cool. Let's do it. This one's generally the least exciting one. I don't think I'm really gonna use it. Lash of the Elements. Don't think so. Benchmark still not having a lot of profits here. I think even though we had fun with Threat Neutralizer, or the idea of Threat Neutralizer doing something, I don't think it's going to be Threat Neutralizer. And I don't think Proportionist is going to see play. Oh no! Violent Nightmares! At least, well, let's see who's dealing damage here. Oh, you know what? Writhe not dealing. Whippicorn's hitting Writhe again because I'm an idiot. So I still can't do super damage with Writhe because I'm an idiot. Like, this is 1 damage. Almost feels dumb to discard for 1 damage, but I might need every hit point here. This other distorted perception. At least the Cortex Hyperstimulator almost did something. This is... We need to get rid of the Whippicorn after all. Alright, this is limited, so we don't need both. We lose that one as well. Have to discard one of those. I don't think exactly 1 damage is going to be dealt. I don't know about the 5 or more clause. I also don't know if Sacrosanct Martyr is going to happen either at this point. Alright, so slightly annoying here. I'm just gonna let this one happen. After I said that every hit point matters. Okay, so Cosmic Inventor Writhe cannot deal damage. Excellent. What about lies? Want the first damage to Harpy again, or do we move this around to someone else like Skyscraper, who has no hit point recovery right now? That does mean that Harpy's hit by Toymaster, or not Toymaster, Treacherous Ape. Or I destroy the Shadow Cloak, but I don't want. Two. I could take out the Treacherous Ape with Mystical Outburst at least. Oh, this is not the thing. This is the ping that's not going to do a thing. And this is the damage. This destroys an equipment. That's why I put out neutralizing resonators. Well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons. Okay. Doing this. Mark. Harpy. Have a hardware. Reason to want to do this. It would just get destroyed immediately because there are too many avians. I can discard a card to deal 1 damage. Is not too strong, but it is a hardware. Draw. Another hardware. Draw. Software. So we have the microassembler that gets me another equipment. What equipments are left? There is... Yeah, that's helpful. There's 3. 2. There's 2. Power at the start of my turn. An additional power. Want all of the above. I mean, I can just play a hardware. Also, Toymaster, we have to deal with. He has 14 equipments. Ew. You have to deal with that. The way to deal with that is to make the next damage irreducible increase by 2, so we kill it with Absolution. And we can final dive the grotesque arachnoid into the Tooth Fairy, so all that's left is the Whippicorn. And then if there's only 1 projection left, it's actually a dangerous time to use a Compulsion Canister. Just so we're aware. Because if I play the Compulsion Canister on the Whippicorn hits Dreamer? Oh no, it might hit non-hero target, so it can hit the Adjudicator. Okay. Equal numbers of softwares and hardwares right now. Is there a way actually that I can... If I fly by... Deals 1 damage to Whippicorn, 1 damage to Tooth Fairy. Propulsion Canister would then kill Tooth Fairy. Whippicorn's at 4. Count Energy would deal at 3. But then it would then be killed by Compulsion Canister as well. And we use... We use Absolution to kill the Toy Master. We use Final Dive to kill the Arachnoid. I think we get the Dreamer flipped on this turn. I think we go for it and do it. Do it. Do it. So Toy Master will be dead when we use Tactical Communicator. You hit point there. Hit point there. Probably hit the Adjudicator. I don't think we need to play these other cards, so let's return Flyby to hand. Next damage dealt to Toy Master is irreducible and increased by 2. Do not need to deal 1 damage because it won't happen. Heal myself 1. Reduce it. And do the damage to the Whippocorn. And not do this. I will play my Reinforced Chassis. Not discard. I will take the damage. Not destroy the Shadow Cloak. Will discard. Profit the hit points like promised. We draw another hardware. Move to the deployment actuation. 5 softwares, 6 hardwares. We could move 1 into play. Dreamer's gonna destroy ongoings, so generally good to destroy ongoings. Let's destroy or put out countermeasures in case it does need to be used. Final Dive. Grotesque Arachnoid. Yeah, Compulsion Canister can't be used to kill both of these at once. We'll kill this one. We'll absolve the Toy Master. Look at this teamwork. I will not destroy a card. I do need to use a Compulsion Canister to take out the Whippocorn. Or I use Colossal Left Hook. That seems not useful, though. Yeah, I think I'll just play Compulsion Canister. Most effective on the Adjudicator. Play any links. Move a link from play. A lot of floating links out there. All right, Found Wanting is a bad one. Do we do the hit point recovery? Writhe almost at full. Harpy's staying alive. So here's where it gets a bit fun because we're gonna have damage increased by villain targets. 4 damage to each non-villain target is going to hurt. Going to hurt. We've been discarding a lot. I don't think we really have that much room to discard anymore. We want to use Eldritch Trading on Harpy's turn. Oh, Arcane Explosion can be discarded. This can be really good against any projection. I don't know, maybe we do discard 5 hit points on Harpy right before the flip. Seems good. This could also be good to take out a projection, but we do have a lot of damage now. Was the one that was lame? We'll just do that one. Arcane Explosion goes. Flyby at least can be used. Deployment Actuation might not be as necessary. Get hardwares into play by other means now. It does move a hardware from my trash to my hand, which is kind of hard. I'm gonna have to discard another card anyway. Maybe we'll lose Flyby for a second. It will come back. It always comes back. Alright, Writhe's at full hit points. And we're destroying 5. So these two are really good. This one is less necessary now. Might still be needed if a Dark Hero comes out, but if needed, we can pull it from the trash. Harpy Hex is going to start being really good. Shadows can be removed. Countermeasures can be removed. This can be exceptionally good when we have multiple powers. We keep that. There are a lot of cards that I want, is the problem. First time a software enters play. Softwares that enter play from my end of turn is. That was one that was, but software from my trash to play would trigger onboard cooling system. Onboard cooling systems deals 2 targets 2 cold damage? That's pretty ridiculous. I feel like I want the card draw off of load. I want to keep these 2 because I'm going to potentially use both of them this turn. That said, need applied numerology. I mean, the increase, yeah, that's all of those Harpy cards are like the ones you want. Try to destroy 2 more cards. I'm just destroy both loads. We don't need card draw, do we? Do we? Narrator, we do. Alright, so first card is Whippocorn, which is again preventing Writhe from dealing damage. Fun fact. That is exceptionally annoying. This, however, doesn't require me to be able to deal damage, which is nice. One's prevented. This one, then discard to heal, and the others happen. Then we get the 3 cards. Violent Nightmares. Well... And there's a dark hero now. Things are going to start getting crazy. Okay, now that's kind of bad. So... Celestial Adjudicator is gone. Fanatic revives. And then everyone else takes it. This is where it gets crazy. And more projections. That's the third play, right? We started with Whippocorn, and then the end of turn was play 3, deal damage, and then play 3. And now we have 2 dark heroes, so this is going to be pretty tricky. Cosmic Inventor Writhe cannot deal damage. Fanatic almost dies. Am I dying to treacherous apes? That's going to be tragic. Pitching this. Yeah, I'm gonna die to the second one. Oh, Writhe was at full hit points with a Shadow Cloak. It somehow died. Okay, that makes this a lot harder. Actually, are we just dead because of 2 treacherous apes with 2 dark hero effects? I think we're just dead. 2 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 5. With 10 damage happening, that's 8 here. Benchmark could heal. Oh my god. Player may play a card. Is there any effect that helps us here? The problem is damage is reduced by 2 because of dark heroes. Compulsion Canister kills a dark hero. Try shouting objection. Oh my god, that was so rough. I feel like I spent an hour and a half on this game and I just lost it in 2 minutes. Ugh. Okay, So there are a number of problems here. One problem is that... Also, by the way, we still have not found End of Days. End of Days would actually be a pretty good card right now, because I could destroy the projections in play. When I destroy an illusory demon, it destroys an ongoing that's in play, and that would destroy End of Days. But one, we'd have to survive to the start of the environment turn, which the treacherous apes are preventing that, and 2, we'd still have to survive the Dreamer's damage plus any projections that come into play. So, alright, so these are dealing 5 damage each. If I take out 1, that halves the damage. Harpy's still dead. The hard thing is that they have a -2. Compulsion Canister would kill a dark hero. Then these would deal 4 each. That still kills the Harpy. But if I kill 1 treacherous ape here, and I use the power here to kill the second treacherous ape, we survived a benchmark's turn. Benchmark does not take any damage. By the way, look what we destroyed. That would have helped here. I feel smart. Retro saves also are going to destroy equipments when they get destroyed. Which they could just destroy links, because, you know, those are to destroy. There's a way to survive through the apes and the dark heroes. I don't think there's a way to survive the damage. That's a lot of damage. Player may play a card. You can just use undetectable relinking and play 2 compulsion canisters. Kill both of the dark heroes that way. Get Cortex Hyperstimulator on one of the apes. Still dealing 3 damage each. Getting rid of both dark heroes. Super important here. This is the thing to be careful about, though, is that when I kill the first dark hero, the second dark hero doesn't die to compulsion canister. But that does mean I could do, like, compulsion canister on Whippicorn, it's dark hero, kills dark hero. Compulsion canister on dark hero, puts dark hero down to 1, kills a treacherous ape. So now there's 1 treacherous ape dealing 3 damage. Keeps Harpy alive. Unfortunately, the ping effects don't work. I think that's the best bet here. Better for this to be in your trash. So that keeps Harpy alive. Too late for that to... You have another Aegis? Oh man, I'm so scared right now. I don't know how we survive this. This deals damage and I can play another card. I can't go tiny though. I can go normal. But yeah, I mean, I can't play Compulsion Canister. That other dark hero. Oh, I can use Arcane Blast to deal damage. I'm going to use Eldritch Training on Magical Bequest, but I guess I'm going to get on Arcane Blast. Rebounding Debilitator might keep someone alive for a second. He just probably would have been slightly better. Oh, I can also increase this. Oh. I can hit the Dark Hero, take it out, and then take out Retro State. Yeah. Still alive. We can survive the next turn, provided that she plays 3 projections. There might be a way out if we can survive. That's the problem. Can we survive? Vortex Hyperstimulator can go now. The problem is, how do we survive? Like, her end of turn damage will kill Fanatic and Skyscraper. We might just prevent it to Benchmark and keep Benchmark alive. Benchmark's the most able to do lots of things right now. Do I bet that I find a one-shot with this? There is a 50% chance of a one-shot. And I could flip 2 tokens and use that to take out the Whippicorn. I do that. Kind of weird for me to do this. It is a one-shot. And it does get a hardware into play in time. So I have an additional power at the start of my turn. Move this hardware from my trash to my hand. Or software, of course. Oh boy. So what's even left? He played both the Dark Heroes and both the Dark Apes. I think that was what really killed it. There's not anything that's 2 or fewer, so doing this countermeasures defensively doesn't seem correct. Multi-point HUD would only be this turn. Do I need that extra damage this turn? Maybe. It might be enough to take out the illusory demons. Oh my god. Also, Harpy's at 1 hit point. So do damage increase. Not in play yet, damn it. Just do that. There's like 0 chance that Harpy survives, right? And she still has the trial. She'll heal off of character witness. Use 3 power. I don't want to draw. Actually, no, we can still take out the demon. Well, all right. You've somehow cleared the board of projections in what seemed like an impossible situation. I still don't know how I did that. I do not want to deal damage. I don't want this now. I could profit a hit point though. That's the thing. Might be super important right now. Except I already used applied numerology because the game is weird. Oh, but I would still get this -1. Oh. Right, we had this as well, didn't we? I don't have to deal this damage. Oh, no. Something that keeps Fanatic alive, but sure. I think this keeps Skyscraper alive. Take the link. Play that off of Writhe. I think I was gonna. Oh right, I was going to put Rebounding Debilitator onto Dreamer, and then I didn't. Well, I don't think it's going to make a difference. All this trouble when the villain has only 6 hit points. This one. And this comes out anyway. Representative is out. That's a bit awkward. So we're not using its power. Actually a very bad time. We're gonna lose the game to this. Of all things to lose the game to is the representative. It's also the start of turn, so this is still happening. No, we're past the character witness. We're on the Celestial Adjudicator now. So yeah, that check is passed. I can have it heal 5 hit points, because damage is going to happen here. Where's the... There's still a Call to Judgment that can happen. One hero may use the power on the hero character card in this play area now. Where's the power that says prevent all damage to hero targets? There is one that allows for a damage reduction by 2. Like, hello, Dark Watch setback. Or Writhe that says just prevent the next damage dealt to the Wraith by 2. But setbacks would be stronger in a sense. It would prevent the next damage to any hero target. Or, well, it could also be arguably worse. Oh boy. You don't want the Dreamer Nemesis to get in the way, so it's not going to be Visionary, I'm pretty sure. There's only like a small chance that this power would be used anyway. Just thinking. Most likely to help us here. That can potentially kill. Well, it can potentially kill Benchmark. But he has a damage reduction and that 1 hit point becomes 2. He's dealt, if 3 damage is initiated, be a net 0. A lot of these effects aren't going to help. This gives a hit point and a play. That can work. Yeah, so Harpy's dead. Oh, good. Probably should have redirected the Dreamer damage to Harpy. That would have been smarter. All right, so that happened. And then I think we have to discard. Otherwise, Benchmark, the non-real Benchmark dies. Oh man. That last hardware only deals 1 target damage. I don't think that's happening. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. Is that going to hit supply and demand Benchmark? Is Tooth Fairy going to kill the game because of stupid reasons? Okay, start a turn is fine. That's less good. And that kills us. We've been sentenced to destruction. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. Ooh, special screen! The Earth is sentenced to destruction. Oh man, that was a 2-hour game and I lost. Ah. Oh well. That's why you wanted to see someone beat this? Oh man, if we hadn't lost Writhe on that flip turn, it would have been a lot better. Should have shouted objection. Yeah, I'm not gonna try this again. No. I had 2 hours of agony. I don't want to go through that again. After a game like that, I kind of just want to do something lighter. I'll do a quick game here. Now, what I wanted to do, and what I intend on doing, is to, you know, go through these villains. You know, the next one on the list is Mad Bomber Baron Blade on Ultimate, but I think I don't want to do that. We'll just play base Baron Blade. We'll just random and go. In Rook City, excellent. Excellent. Tremble fools, the moon grows closer with your every breath. All impurities burn away in the light. Your evil will be cleansed in holy fire. That's my Fanatic impression. Alright, we'll speedrun this, sort of. Extreme Primord's Fanatic has Absolution, Brutal Censure, Final Dive, and Holy Nova. What is this? Hunted Naturalist, Desperate Prey Naturalist has Blend into the Pack, Hyperactive Senses, Shifter's Strength, and Predator's Eye. Guise has Gimmicky Character, Gritty Reboot, Guise the Barbarian, and I can do that too. Void Guard Dr. Medico has Doctor's Orders, Experimental Medicine, Prescription Strength, and Universal Donor. Setting Sun Ra has Drawn to the Flame, Fire Blast, Flame Barrier, and Staff of Ra, and that's it. Alright. Extreme Primord's Fanatic's Revenge. Oh good, 3 damage to everyone. It's fine. It's like the Dreamer's damage, but less. Okay. We shall absolve, because this will deal more damage. So, John, what were you thinking when you made that one shot? I don't want a Predator's Eye just yet. Let's do Hyperactive Senses here. Played in Rook City, we can rearrange these in any order. 2 Falling Statuaries, okay. Each player discards a card, blah, 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 blah. I think we do Force Field first. Let's be a Croc, I guess? His thought was, how can I torture Lou Dolphin? That's what I was thinking. I don't think we can set this up that Falling Statuary hits mobile defense platform. Currently going to be hitting Dr. Medico. Could discard every card, but then that loses our setup we just did. You saw it's been a while since the Dreamer game, and there had never been an Ultimate Dreamer one-shot, and Celestial Tribunal also hadn't been played in a while, so you hit random and go. Okay. So what were you really thinking when you said that? Guise is not productive towards speedrun means. I think I will do that too. I don't think Gritty Reboot works here. I want to discard. I don't want to Guise the Barbarian. We'll just do the medicine. Get that going. You. I guess I could have also done this, but you're healing to full anyway. Actually, if I Fire Blast, then that does damage you. So yeah, that works. Yeah, Harpy and Fanatic incapped. Healing from Tribunal helped a lot. Your flip villain turn was not nearly as bad as mine. Yeah, mine was terrible. I think the main problem was the 2 Dark Heroes. I mean, also the 2 thingies, the 2 treacherous apes, but I don't think it was the number of them that mattered. It was just the stupid 2 Dark Heroes that increased damage and made Writhe die. I will believe that Writhe's death is what did us in there. Destroy living force field with retcon. So brutal censure for draw. I think this is a straightforward match at this point. I don't think he's terribly set up to destroy us at this point. Go ahead and do this to really speed this up. I will activate it. I guess I still have that set to optional. I will not draw. I will use this card. We'll activate the Gazelle for environmental allies, possibly. Indomitable Force. Okay. I think we can Guise the Barbarian here. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't have that many damage instances. The thing. I think I do gimmicky character. Because this is worse. You don't normally want to discard Baron Blade cards, but if you discard a card that discards cards, then it's not terrible. And I retcon. Draw here, I think. Play 3 cards that share a keyword. See, the main problem I have with Guise that I don't like is that there are a lot of fun combos you can do, but all the combos require you to have played 20 turns to get 50 Guise cards in hand. Like, theoretically, you can have them all in turn 1, but practically it will take you a while to get them all. I want that one. Yes. One target regains 2. Like myself. I am Jerk Medico. I'm going to be losing Scorched Earth. That is acceptable. Damage! It's a good time for Predator's Eye. Oh, and I was dealt damage! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! And I was dealt damage! Whoa, whoa, whoa! No! I refuse. Brutal Censure. And then I will absolve. Baron Blade hates speedruns. Ooh, Wrathful Retribution. Thank you. I will... find different cards. I don't want these right now. There aren't too many environment targets in this deck. Although they can actually be pretty nice. Dr. Tremata and... Tony Taurus are pretty good, and we could have a -2 to Naturalist from there. Destroy up to 2 ongoings. There are none. I don't have my Croc in play. This is still just Crafty Assault, though. I will not activate it because I don't need it, but I will activate the Croc. So now Guise can ping. Or I don't even need Guise to ping, I can just do it myself. Okay, Bestial Shift, really good with this Naturalist. Would have been nice to have had a turn ago. It's gritty reboot. Raw. Gritty reboot does help you get cards by hitting yourself a lot. I do want to be dealt damage. What do I want? That hero may use a power. Just keep blazing. Flame Barrier is kind of not good. Still an ongoings in play. Staff. Blazing Tornado. Alright, so I don't need to use my innate. Each player that discards a card may destroy an environment card. There's particularly good combos here with Guise. Guise could become a Gazelle, but that serves no purpose unless he also steals ongoing cards. It deals 4 hero targets 2 damage each. Medico is dealt damage. Medico heals damage. Guise takes damage. Guise draws a card. Fanatic takes damage. Fanatic wrathfully retributes. Oh no, the Blade Battalion. Whatever shall I do? Okay. And Final Dive is 1 hit point off. That makes me sad. Debating whether I smite. 2, 3, and 1, 6. Iron Blade at 1. 2 can then hit him. Then he flips. Yeah. And redirecting all Fanatic damage to Baron Blade. This is the first time I've used this power all night, by the way. Oh, you know what? I said I can't play Holy Nova in the Dreamer game. If only there was a way I could prevent the Dreamer from taking damage. Wow. Wow. I will ping the Blade Battalion, but I'll probably leave them alive so that Fanatic can redirect more damage. Okay. You're currently at Croc. None of these effects are particularly exciting, no. I'll just draw a card here. 3 damage is 3 damage, but I don't have anything else that combos off of it. But now that I have Natural Form's power, I have things that combo off of it. Okay, now what? Look what I found. I will draw once more and hopefully be able to do something next turn. If there is a next turn. As cute as Guise is, he's too slow for my tastes. Heal damage. Heal. You. Okay. Heal damage. Heal. Heal. Then heal. Okay. Do we just win? Win on Wrath for Retribution? Or Scum and Villainy makes this a bit harder. Hit you. Hit you. Think anyone else really matters as much. Elemental Redistributor! Oh no! That stops Ra! Oh no! Backlash Field! Oh no! Whatever shall I do? You're still not dead. That's awkward. But now you die. Whoa, we won a game! Oh boy, man, I was really concerned that I didn't know how to play Sentinels anymore. Alright, well, we have successfully defeated Blade. I am going to just set this music up. But as I said at the start of the stream, I want to get some sort of auto thing happening here. For those of you that had missed it. I have Stream Deck now. So when it's the time to end the stream, I hit this button. Thanks for watching, everyone. But we'll have that set up at some point in the future. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your stay. This was Dolphin's Dive. We stream every Thursday at 7 p.m. The other streams on this channel include Luck of the Seamus every Monday at 5 p.m. with Seamus the Hug Monster. Handelabra Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. with John. And does Jeremy still exist? I don't remember last time he appeared on one. But he sometimes appears there. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. is Dolphin's Dive with myself, Lou Dolphin. Every Friday at 1 p.m. is the Sentinels Workshop Dev Stream with John. Every Saturday at 7 p.m. is Spirit Island Saturdays with usually John, usually Seamus, usually myself, and sometimes a guest, which can include yourself if you redeem the 20,000 Pointalabra reward to be a guest on Spirit Island Saturdays. And every Sunday at 6 p.m. is Tales from the Archive with another letdown. The games that Handelabra has produced and has made beautifully and our wonderful productions include Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Aeon's End, and Spirit Island. They are all available on Steam, iOS, and Android devices. And if you want more information on those games, go to handelabra.com and read up on it. Also follow the Handelabra Twitter account, or follow this Twitch channel, or follow the YouTube channel. You can find me personally at twitch.tv/LouDolphin for my personal streams. Twitter.com/LouDolphin21 for my personal tweets. And YouTube for my personal videos, if you search for Lou Dolphin. But it's been a good one, good fun night. Unfortunately, we didn't defeat the one shot. I'm not sure that I actually want to go back to it. It was a pretty bad loss. But maybe I'll try it offline and see if I can at least get the near mint cover on my second attempt. But until next week, it's been fun. Have a good night, everyone.